What? Oops. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here to talk the Ultimatum Season 2, Episode 4, Catching Feelings. If you are brand new to the channel or a returning viewer that has not yet hit that subscribe button, I hope that this is the video that convinces you to hit that subscribe button and join the Tamily over here. Yes, the Tamily. Otherwise, if you are my returning viewers and subscribers, what up though? Let's get right into the show, y'all. So blowing me James is blowing me, y'all. It don't help that he, you know how I feel about men not having facial hair, but it doesn't help that he has the personality of watching paint dry. So now he reminds me of like the Dutch boy, like the paint brand. You ever see their logo, that little boy? He reminds me of him. Like, where is the we'll get there. We will get there. So it starts off with Raya and James, and they're playing some like card conversational game. She wants to have a date night. She asks if that's weird. I thought he said yes at first, but the caption said, the subtitles for Netflix said that he said no. He feels that date night is just foreplay for later. Raya says that she is missing foreplay. James then was like, well, I'm here to satisfy my partner. I said, look at James getting to it. I thought that he was like really kind of feeling her in a sense, but I don't know. So I don't know if Raya really likes him or if Raya just wants to make herself feel better. You know what I mean? I can't quite catch it. I think friendship wise, and I'm gonna keep saying this, I think friendship wise, they are compatible. But past that, I don't know if Raya really wants to, really likes him, or it's just really on some, I don't know what Trey is doing. Remember, she said that she does not feel like she deserves Trey. Like, Trey is too good for her. So I can't. What do y'all think? Y'all think Raya really likes him? Or do y'all think that she just like wants to feel something? So we then get to Roxanne and Alex. All she talks about is work. I don't even remember what happened in that scene because she was talking about work the whole time. Girl, we don't care. We don't care. For those of y'all that watch Married at First Sight, remember last season, what was that girl's name? Lord. Gina. From last season with Gina, and y'all said that all she did was talk about work. This is somebody who all they do is talk about work. So we get over to Trey and Ryan. So they're having a little ice cream date out on the balcony. And they feel like things have been very easy so far because they have so much in common. Yeah, y'all both want to get married. So of course it's going to feel easy. You guys have the same like idea of in the same goal. You know what I mean? So she said that she's not so much focused on marrying James anymore as she is on doing what's making her happiest in life. So I think they have a little vibe between them. What I think is missing this season, in addition to seeing more of the actual dates, I think we're missing the dates that aren't focused on talking about marriage. So how can I explain this? If we were to just, because they keep talking about all these dates that everybody's going on, right? So if we were to just see them going on dates, having fun, talking about anything else but this experience, I think we would get a better understanding of like how they feel about stuff. I feel like especially Trey and Ryan, all we ever see them talk about is, well, you're vibing with me, and we both want the same thing, and you're a good husband and you're a good wife. Like, what do y'all talk about outside of this? What do y'all talk about outside of this? She wanted to put ice cream in the wine. We could have continued that conversation. At least it shows some like personality. Y'all got poor Trey up all night. Look how red his eyes are, y'all. I'ma keep saying it. Is that legal in the Carolinas where they are? Because he is, whoa. Or is he just that tired? He needs some Visine, Clear Eyes, something. That man's eyes are... That's how his eyes look. Eyeball. That's how his eyes look. I'm concerned for Trey. So then we have back to James and Raya. So he plans a little date night by the pool. She wanted romance. He said, I'm gonna give you some romance. So he has rose petals out and stuff like this. And he has a bottle of champagne, and it's a cute little situation. So they start talking about marriage. So here's the thing. Everybody on this show wants to get married, just not to the person that they're with, right? Especially those that are receiving the ultimatum. So she said that for her wedding, she wants like a gold wedding, everything all gold, and she might even wear a gold dress. And he was like, okay, I like that. You wear gold, everybody else wears white. Not mad at that. James then they start talking about kids. And he's saying that he wants kids to honor his mom, to show that she did a good job with him. So he's going to do a good job with his kids. Whatever that conversation was, it gave a mama's boy tease. And me and Raya were both like, but when you're married, then there has to be separation. When you get married, especially as a man, when you get married, your wife and your mother become church and state. They become church and state. So he said the process is making him want to spend more time with his partner. Now, when he said that, I didn't know if he meant who is his partner, Ryan, or if he meant Raya. I couldn't tell. James getting on my nerves. I told y'all that. I'm so sick of him. I am so sick of this man. So then we get Kat and Antonio. Antonio said he has never been financially stable in his life. So he doesn't know what it is that makes him happy or the different things that he can do to make him happy because he never has the money for it. He doesn't go to concerts and movies and different things like that because spending $500 on a night out, y'all know it costs just $200 to go outside nowadays. I'm like, I might go out tomorrow. to karaoke, and I feel like off rip, I'm just anticipating spending like 100. I feel like that's like on a random going out night. I feel like I just plan to spend $100. That's just what it is. So he said that he can't afford to spend $500 because that is 35% of what he makes for the month. Now, I did a little bit of math. Okay? So let's say if $500 was 50%, that would mean that he makes $1,000 a month, right? So if we add another 15% to that, you add 25%, that would be $1,250. So you subtract that. I don't think 25% would be $2,000. I don't think he's making much more than $2,000 a month, right? Now, I don't know if that's before or after taxes, but that is not well. Is that 2,500? I told you, I don't do math. Not 35% is a wild number, but just my rough math. 25%. 25% times 500. So that's at least 2,000. Yeah, so he's making about 225 to 2,300 a month. As an adult, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Because if this is after taxes, I'm gonna pray to God that this is after taxes. If this is after taxes, like, I feel like, isn't that just your rent? Isn't it your rent? Because rent is different places around the country, but Antonio, get your shit together and get it together quickly. I'd have never said that on TV. Never. He didn't say that he just doesn't do anything because he can't afford it. Get a new job or get a second job. We are in an era now where you have to have supplemental income. So I have my day job, right? I have my day job, corporate America. YouTube, It's supplemental money. This is fun money. This is what's buying the Jordans and the glasses and paying for the nails and paying for the hair and buying all the essentials. That's what YouTube is helping me to supplement so that I can save more money. That's what that is. You have your 401k, you have your pension, you have all these other different. I'm not even gonna get into it, but I'm sorry, but 2,500 roughly max is not enough for you to live as an adult monthly. It's not, because that comes out to about what, $35,000 a year. No wonder he's just taking Roxanne's emotional abuse for the most part, because he act like he's scared of her because she's paying all the fucking bills. So he then said that there was a time in his life where he was high for 6 years straight. So he ignored everything in life to hide the emptiness in his life. So he didn't have goals, he didn't have aspirations, he didn't have dreams, he didn't have any of this other stuff because he would push down the pain of him not feeling as if he was enough, and he would mask that with getting high. I don't know how Kat felt about everything because all she said was meow, meow. Okay, yeah, because he talked a mile a minute. Now, are you doing all this talking because Roxanne don't let you talk? I don't think I like Antonio, y'all. I mean, I don't like that she keep dragging him, but it's like it's almost like he kind of low key deserves it. I don't know. So we get to Roxanne and Alex. So she is blowing me, being mystified that this man thinks that you can be married while still having a successful career. Like the way that she be like, you are changing my life. It's like, girl, stop the cab. You doing way too much, sis. Stop it. Stop it, Roxanne. So she swears that he is the most profound person. She's acting like he says the simplest shit. He'll be like, yeah, because I just know that I want to get married eventually. Then I'll have my career, I'll have my wife, we can raise the kids. And she's like, whoa, I didn't know you could do both. But yet you're sitting there saying that your parents were entrepreneurs and they've been married for 35 years on top of your grandparents being married for 65 years. Which one is it? Because you're lying somewhere. And I'm getting sick of it. You are lying somewhere. Somewhere up in this scenario, you are lying, Roxanne. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. So he keeps encouraging her to be vulnerable. That's what's going to help them. Not only help them, but that's what's going to help her. She wants to go home and cuddle. Oh, do you? Okay. Ryan and Trey. Them eyes, boy. Them eyes are red. So they're laying in bed, and somebody in the comments said it seems like Trey is constantly fishing for compliments from Ryan, and I believe that as well. It's like, and I do think that I think he really likes her, to be honest. And I think the way that he's always like, I appreciate what you're doing for me, and I appreciate this, and it's not lost upon me, and I'm happy that you're opening up, and I'm grateful for this time spent, and boom, 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 boom. It's almost like he's love bombing her. I don't think it's love bombing though. But it's something about Trey. I don't know. Trey just want to be married. I wonder if Trey, I don't know what it is. Trey just wants to be married. She said that they have a healthy relationship. I would hope so. It's been 2 weeks. It has been 2 weeks, Ryan. Ryan's going to stop this cap too. Y'all see how Ryan be fully made up in bed all the time? Girl, going to take that makeup off. We ain't going to look at you no differently on screen. Going to take that makeup off because you are not going to sleep with that full face of makeup on. I'm talking eyebrows, foundation, bronzer, mascara, eyeliner, lip liner, blush. Like, I want to take all that shit off, girl. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Go to bed. Go to bed. So, Roxanne and Alex. So, they're going to meet up with Alex's parents. She's in her little confessional. I'm not worried about meeting family members because I have my shit together. Parents love me, and I'm going to be pleasant. I would hope you wouldn't go in and being a bitch. I would hope that anybody would be pleasant going and meeting somebody, but whatever. So she comes in and off rip, she's like, "Should I call you mom and dad? Because we're married, right?" For somebody that don't believe in marriage, you sure have a hell of a lot of jokes about being married. You like to throw that in a lot. Are you being facetious? Or are like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But for somebody that says that they just don't believe in marriage and don't want to get married, you sure have a lot of jokes about being married. You sure like to throw that in a lot. Play with somebody else, Roxanne. I promise you, baby, this ain't it. So she likes telling people she doesn't believe in marriage, but she can't explain why. So whenever people to ask her, well, why don't you? I can't explain it. Because it's not that you don't believe in marriage. You don't want to marry Antonio. He might as well be a dick in a box to you. You don't want to marry Antonio. Watch it be something like the sex is good. It's something, it's a reason she's keeping him around. So she said that she said that having a partner makes you look good in terms of business. She then said that she has never been with somebody on the same level as her. She said that Antonio has never had a goal ever in his life. Ever. Like, ever, ever, ever. In his life. I said, wow. I mean, based on what Antonio just said, I believe her. But it's also like, damn, like, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. The Apostle Fantasia said it best. The Apostle Fantasia said it best. If you don't want to be with him, don't talk to him, don't talk about him. But like the constant dragging of Antonio, it makes me wonder how she talks to him. Because if you're that comfortable dragging me in front of all these people on national color television, I can only imagine what you're saying about this man behind his back. Or excuse me, what you're saying about this man to his face. Wow. So his mom, Alex's mom, tells her that, well, Kat isn't challenging really to Alex. So I think you would be challenging for him, Basically her mom is like, y'all both got y'all shit together. So we really think that y'all should, get together. But they don't know if they're really compatible. Because Roxanne says, well, all we do is work. We understand the grind and the hustle. All we do is work. I've learned the most about you now sitting here. That's not okay. That's not okay. I feel like they're only together doing stuff when they have to film. Like if the cameras aren't there, I feel like she is fully immersed sitting with her computer in front of her lap or on her lap working. I don't think they're actually getting to know each other. I don't think so, at least. So then we get James and Raya. He made dinner, and she was saying how dinner was great. He is apologizing for dinner. I guess it didn't come out the way that he wanted it to. She said, no, I ate it. It didn't kill me. He then goes on to say, well, I feel like when I make something for somebody that I want it to be perfect and done correctly, this is my way of showing love. So she said, is this your way of showing me love? He doesn't want to talk about something serious while we're doing the dishes. They go sit down. I don't know if he's nervous, if he struggles with communication, which I think he does. We've heard that him and Ryan struggle with communication. But the way this conversation got on my last effing nerve, she's better than me. Because I would have got up and went and got into bed. So it always feels like she's pressuring him to talk when really she's just trying to have a normal conversation. So she asks him, do you like holding my hand? This hand holding conversation went from, do you want to hold my hand? He was like, I do hold your hand. They hold hands. She was like, do you like holding my hand? Does it feel good? Whatever. He was like, yeah. He asked with a question. So she dropped his hand. Now, I think she dropped his hand playfully, kind of on some, because I think she expected him to be like, give me your hand back. And he didn't. So we get into this conversation of what is affection. To Raya, 'cause they have different love languages clearly. To Raya, physical touch must be her love language. So she's saying how they used to hold hands, or like a hug or something. He said that he loves doing that. He loves holding hands. He loves touching thighs. He loves holding hips. He loves holding hands in the car. He feels like there is a time and a place. What is that time and place? For James, the time and place is not on camera. James doesn't want to do that on camera. Do I think that James has reached over and held her hand before? Maybe. But he doesn't want to do that on camera, right? So then we find out that he starts asking her, like, 'cause she was like, well, affection is touch. If we're not having any type of affection, then like we're not getting the full experience of a marriage. He takes that to mean she wants to have sex. I said, get ya? Why would that mean? How do we go from holding hands? Holding hands. You can clasp. You don't even have to do this. You don't have to be as serious, as all the, remember, here, what is it? Here is the church, here is the steeple. What was it? Open. Lord, I don't remember. Here's the church. Here. Y'all. I don't know why. I'm not editing it out. But remember that, like, here's the church, here's the steeple. I'm going to have to YouTube it. Nonetheless, you don't have to even hold hands like this. It can be like this. Hell, you can even do like a baby. Just hold the thumb. But it went from, how did we go from holding hands to I think you want to have sex now? So apparently Raya doesn't want to do anything more than holding hands and giving hugs. He said that he doesn't want to do that because to him that's not the only way you show affection. He said, I cook, I clean, never smell like onion rings. I do all that, right? She was like, but that's not affection. He thinks it is. Long story short, James has cheated on Ryan before. So what I think the problem is that he doesn't want to, I think the problem is maybe he don't know how to control himself, right? He might feel that if I hold your hand and then we hug, next we're going to be cuddling, next I'm going to kiss you, and now we bumping uglies, doing the horizontal tango, laying low and spreading wide, however y'all want to say it. The sex. James really got on my nerves with this conversation. He did. Because I feel like he took it to an extreme and didn't need to go. We know that he's attracted to Raya because he said that he stares at her breast all the damn time. So we know that he's attracted to her. But, like, I felt her when she said, do you even like me? Do you like me? And when he said in what way, that's answer enough, girl. That is answer enough. What do y'all think about this? Like, it's clear that he's very guarded. Like, whose side are y'all on? Raya feels that in order for her to get the full marriage experience, because right now she feels like they just live together. In order for her to get the full married experience, she feels like there should be some physical touch, some type of affection, right? James feels that, I guess, acts of service is affection. He doesn't want to cross that boundary. He said because what he envisions as affection in a marriage is showering with his wife and making love to his wife. And he was like, married people don't just hold hands. And it's like, James, stop all this bullshit now. Stop all this bullshit because you talking in circles sounding stupid. I'm sorry, but James is talking in circles sounding stupid. Ryan, you're not going to get your full experience here, sis, because he's not open to doing anything. Hell, half the time he acts like he don't even want to fucking talk to you. I'm not going to go in on James like I want to because I feel like he's lacking communication skills. And I'm going to give you one more episode, James. Do not ruin it in the comments. But I'm going to give you one more episode, James, before we have a heart to heart. Before we have a heart to heart, sir. So then finally we get Ryan and Red Eye Trey. So Ryan and Red Eyes, they are talking. They're out on is that a pontoon? They're like a little boat of some sort. And they're talking about how they would raise their kids. They don't want their kids to be spoiled, but they want their kids to have everything that they need. Trey said that growing up that he didn't grow up with like fancy stuff and the fancy clothes, and he didn't get everything that he wanted, so he wants to make sure that his kids have everything that they need. And that's everybody, right? That's everybody. Growing up, a lot of us didn't get every single thing that we wanted. So as we get older, we buy ourselves the stuff because we have adult money now, right? If I want something, I go buy it. If I want something, I go buy it. Why? Because I can afford to buy it. It's not like when we were kids and you're like, man, I didn't get that. So I feel like now as adults, when we start having kids and nieces and nephews and godchildren, we buy them whatever it is that they want because we want our kids to have a better life than we had. Doesn't mean that you had a terrible life, but you want your kids to have a softer life than you did, which is the same thing that my parents did with us. You know what I'm saying? My parents did with us. Me and my brother will do that when we have kids ourselves. You know what I mean? So while they're talking about this, it turns into him. Once again, I just want to let you know how you bring value to my life, and you're going to be a great mom. You're going to be a great wife. You're going to be a great dad. You're going to be a great dad and a great husband. I said, okay. Again, they look like that at any moment they about to fuck. I don't know if it's just very intense eye contact. I don't know if Trey just likes that she is actually paying attention to him. Like, I want to get to the root of Trey and Raya's relationship because the way that he's like fishing for compliments, yearning for some type of attention, like he wants verbal attention, he wants compliments, whereas Raya wants physical touch. So there's a disconnect between the two of them. They both agree that they know what will make them happy in the future. I don't know if that means that it's each other or they just know how to approach their respective relationships once they get back into it. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know what y'all thought about these people. How much do y'all hate Roxanne? Y'all hate Roxanne like I do? James is getting there. James is getting there. Don't you got one more time, James? I'm a Libra, so I always have people right here. James, you kind of like this. And at the bottom, get yourself back here with me. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.